right, so we got this rental car from Hertz for a week, and it was only $10 a day to upgrade to a Tesla. So we had to upgrade to a Tesla.
We already got it pretty cheap. We got it for like $250 for 7 days, so.
Yeah, extra $10 a day.
An extra $10 a day.
And we're traveling from Newark to Ithaca, so we have a 3-hour drive ahead of us. So we're gonna be spending a lot on gas, so I think it's gonna work out.
In 1 mile, keep right to stay on US Highway 46 towards Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
So where are we? In Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
So we just got to Pennsylvania. What did we drive? About an hour and a half, maybe?
Yeah.
We stopped at, so the superchargers, they tell you where to stop. So we plugged in our thing, and we're just at this gas, I mean, it's a gas station, but it's got all these superchargers at. Nobody else is here though, but yeah, we just plug it in, and then it charges. Time remaining to continue trip, 2 minutes. We're at 64%. So we picked up the car at 98, right? And we've been driving, I'm not sure how long, maybe an hour and a half or something like that. And we're at 64% now. So we just stopped at a supercharger and it's charging it. It literally says 1 minute to remain to continue the trip. It'll tell you. Because it maps it out for you apparently. So I don't know if we'll end up getting it to go a little bit longer or not. But the supercharger, it like reads on there and it says it's charging at 430 miles per hour. So yeah, I mean, this is just, it would take us just as long to pump gas at this gas station to do that. Okay, so this is what it looks like in there. It already says enough to charge, or enough charge to continue trip, and it gives you 25 minutes to fully charge. But this is the amount that it's charging, the amount that it's costing us to charge at the supercharger. So yeah, we were probably gonna sit here for at least a few minutes to just give it a little bit more time to charge, but yeah. And since it's a rental car, we did have a trip over the summer where we got a Tesla as a rental car, and all it does is just charge your card that you have on a file there. So it's kind of really convenient because you don't have to get out any cards or anything when you stop to make trips, but it'll just charge your card directly, and then it'll just keep a tab kind of how much you've spent. But yeah, it's great. It's great. We weren't even planning on getting a Tesla, but she said we could upgrade it for an additional $10 a day. So it was like a no-brainer for us. So it ended up just being $70 extra for the week. And we're probably going to save that in gas. So yeah.
So another feature of the superchargers is that when you're on the navigation screen, you can actually click on the supercharger and it'll give you some more implying information, how many stalls are available. So as the number 6 here, so it says 6 stalls available. It's got 8 total. It has a 250 kilowatt max, power output for the charging. And then also it gives you the applicable fees, what kind of services. So it's like, restrooms, some food, coffee, Wi-Fi, etc. So just more amplifying information that you can click on once you're you're either navigating to the superchargers or you're planning out your trip and you're like, hey, I need to make sure this place has a bathroom, it's got food. So just some other tips. I mean, you want to talk about how we're never gonna ever rent another car again?
Yeah,
that's not a Tesla.
The other thing that we noticed is when we were on our drive, we were navigating, it kind of kept changing the route, like rerouting us almost. And I don't know if it was a glitch with the navigation maps or whatever, or if it was recalculating it based on like the availability at the superchargers, or recalculating it based on like new information that was coming in. Yeah. So I don't know if it did that or not, but it was almost like updating. It stopped doing it once we got going, but as soon as we left the airport area, it seemed like it was kind of rerouting things a little bit. So yeah, I'm not sure why it was doing that, but I imagine it was doing smarter things than we even know. So
and if anything, when it'll update, it's going to update over the air, and so that's another benefit, is like these essentially technologies are getting more advanced, more up to date, you know, trying to hone in on getting a little bit more improved, I guess, over the time span of the car, which is a nice feature to have.
But so we got a blue one with the black seats. So
that's right.
Yeah. Model 3 standard range, right?
Yeah, standard range.
So
just has 3,000 miles on it.
We're
relatively new.
We're happy with it as a rental car.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gotten up to 93%. So I think we're good enough to make it to the next stop on our trip. So you just hit. So we spent $6.60 to charge at the Supercharger. So you hit stop charging, and then unlock the charge port. Let's go get out. Come on. That's it. All right. So autopilot. You still get autopilot on the rental cars. I mean, I think that's just standard with the Tesla, right? So I prefer with these winding roads and everything just to do it on these kind of like highway stretches, but pretty much all you do is you double down twice lever thing, and then this blue will come up, and then this one is set, I guess, to 10 miles above the speed limit, which is a little fast because we've seen a lot of like cops. So I just set it at 75, and that's the maximum, and then it'll turn itself. Granted, you're supposed to have your hands on the wheel. You know, it'll beep at you if you don't have it on there with, you know, every like 15 seconds or so, but it'll turn. My foot is off, but there's no controls, or I have, you know, nothing I'm doing. It's going, it's keeping me in the lanes. You can set the car length, so it will only get, you know, a certain amount. I think you can actually adjust it using that. Is it this? Oh, maybe it's
right side to the right and left.
Yeah, it's like these right and left buttons this way, but you can adjust the car length. So shorter distance, farther distance. I like to keep it farther, but yeah, that's it. See, now it's just slowed down because it sees this car in front of us, but it won't do any sort of lane changes. So if you wanted to change the lane, you just gotta like do this, and then, you know, because I put my turn signal and I turned the wheel, it like, you know, automatically went off of the auto steer. So I'm just gonna pass this guy, and I'm gonna get back over, and I'm gonna put it in autopilot. I mean auto steer. But look how pretty the trees are. It's beautiful. But yeah, this just assists